Hello everyone. I am back with 8 more paper pumpkin alternatives. So originally I had done 7. I have another 8. That makes 15 alternatives. Plus we had 3 cards made as intended. So out of this box that was supposed to make 9 cards, I have made, excuse me, 18. So I've doubled the amount of cards. So if that's important to you, that you need more cards or you just like variety like I do, um, do some alternatives. So here's what I have left. I have 2 of these. I'm going to throw this one out. I used it as a stencil twice, and I will show that to you when we get that far. These really aren't from the kit. These were scraps of Misty Moonlight and white that I had, and I punched out 1" and 1.5" circles. I do have some glue dots left, but that's mostly because sometimes I used wet glue. And then I have some scraps. Um, this was from the kit, this was from the kit, this was from the kit, this was from the envelope, as was this. These were scraps from my own cardstock. I think, no, these were scraps from the kit paper. These were Pool Party in white. And this is really, this and the glue dots are really the only things. This was a punch out, and I'm surprised. I probably thought it was just, I don't know. I didn't use it. So honestly, I am not going to save all these little strips. Most of them are 1/4". Yeah, I mean, I could save this piece of wood grain from the envelope, but I won't save the other two. So and I might save this because I think it goes with the Country Woods paper, which just came in a box yesterday to me, and I haven't even opened it yet. All right, so that's what I have left. Not much, right? So let's bring in the first card. Some are a little more complex and some are not, and most of them are paired with white envelopes. A couple of them I had the wood grain envelopes left. This is on a Misty Moonlight cardstock base with a piece of Pool Party. I'm gonna try and tell you the things I used as I go. This is a Type Worn Type 3D embossing folder, which I think is the only embossing folder I used in this segment. And I have on here retired, so I guess it is. I must have looked, I don't know. Check online. If it's online, fine, but I think it's retired. I'm not 100% sure. I forgot to double check. This is the other half of, let me bring in the other cards. I had cut a card in the first 7 on the diagonal, and this one. So this is the other piece of that, and I flipped it, up to the top. I put it on this piece of Pool Party, which is embossed, and I tore that piece of Pool Party. Here I did use that stencil out of these pieces that came out, and I used Misty Moonlight on Misty Moonlight because I just felt like I needed something, and it sort of goes with these, right? And then the dots, I stamped right on a piece of the envelope that I had punched another circle out of, 1.5" circle, and I stamped "Thanks for making me smile," and that is out of Notes of Nature, which just retired. This stamp set just retired at the end of April, but I'm still using my products. And the dots are retired also. They are Crumb Cake. Are those the right ones? I think so. Yeah. And they were called Enamel Dot Essentials with Navy Crumb Cake and white. Oh, that's navy. I was thinking that was black. It's really dark. And the white looks sort of more creamy. But anyway, so that's what that is. And then inside, another piece of envelope and a little bit more stenciling. And this was a scrap also off the tan card base. So let me move these back out of the way. The one, this. So probably like when I cut that down, I had a strip or 2 left of that, and so I put that there. Okay, and that's that one. So let me put that over to the side. Next up is kind of an easy one. Uh, okay, so what's from the kit is, nope, nope, nope. This, I was just talking about that. This was a card base, which I cut down. And that's about it, really. So Lucky to Know You was out of Country Flowers. Yes, Country Flowers stamp set, which of course is new and current. Um, the dots were retired Misty Moonlight dots. I showed them in the last video. And it was when Misty Moonlight was in color. That was these. So here's the Misty Moonlight dots I used, and the ribbon is also retired. And I don't know, it says January to June back then, 2022 mini catalog, and it's like a 1/4 inch ribbon. It's not marked, so it must have come in a bundle with something, I think with petal pink actually. So that is what I used on that. This is from the Country Lace paper. Used it before. This was a scrap from the reverse of Country Lace paper that I had from making the earlier cards. And then here I used the add-on, and I die cut out of Crumb Cake and Misty Moonlight and just put them together so it had like a backing. I think that came out kind of cool. And inside is just a piece of this scrap. And that is that one. And then, oops, where'd I do with them? Here they are. Okay, I had another piece of this left. So, and I had this scrap of the dark brown. So I made like a belly band. I did the So Lucky to Know You again out of Country Flowers. And I used a piece of the brown that had that this design on it with the flowers. So I did stamp on it, which you can't see, but it does say with love and admiration to the most amazing person. You can't really read that. This can be like a journaling pocket. It's white on the back. So I just nipped off the corners on both ends. I kind of eyeballed it. I only glued this down on either side. I put denim ribbon across it, which is retired. 3/8 inch jeans band, it's called. I don't know when I got it. Oh, it retired in 2022, so that's a long time ago. And then let's see, inside I just put a strip of this that I must have cut off from one of these. I still have another strip too. See? So that is all I did with that, something different. And I figured if I send this to someone who is a journaler, they can use this in, cut the card and use it in a journal. And it can even be, maybe they could use it like a flip spot, and they could use this for something too and put it in a journal because belly bands and stuff go in journals nicely, right? So that's that one. And I almost did something not card, but I thought you guys that watch mostly are card people. So I decided to do all cards. Okay, here, this one is kind of plain. I put it on, oh, and this was on just a white card base. I forgot to mention that. Yeah. I wasn't thinking when I stamped underneath there that I really shouldn't have because so nobody can read it unless they lift up the belly band. Okay, this is on a Crumb Cake card base. This was one of the card fronts, and this was a piece of basic, oh no, this was one of the card fronts or bases too, because I can see the speckles in it. I used the Fragrant Forest background stamp, which is still current and available. It carried over, started out in the September-December mini catalog in 2023. I put it on my Stamparatus. I used, I accidentally stamped it first in basic beige, which it wasn't the color I wanted, so I went over it again. Thankfully, it was in the Stamparatus. Or if you have a Misty or whatever, you can use that. and I went over it with crumb cake, and I like how that turned out. This I just cut out with the deckled circles, and I have to tell you, I did check that both these deckled circles and rectangles are available online. They are not in the new catalog. And I think it was this one. One of them was low inventory. So if you're interested in them, get them soon. But I use these all the time. And this is the one, two, three, four, fifth circle from the center. I went around the edge, I think with just crumb cake. And I stamped with crumb cake the trees from the kit. And this trim I used before was this natural wavy trim is all it was called. And it's retired just at the end of the catalog this last April, past April. And inside I did a deckled rectangle again. No, I didn't. What I did is I put a piece of white down, and the piece that came off from doing this outer piece, I put around like a frame on the inside. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but it's got a little ledge like. So I thought, I'm not going to waste that. I kind of should have cut out another rectangle underneath here, and then I could have had another card from that. But this is one card cut up and cut down to two pieces. I didn't save the piece from this one, but I did save it from this, and that's what went around here after I stamped with crumb cake. And I think I stamped off, yeah. Made that a little lighter with the trees. So that is a way you can use your trims. Put them on the inside, make it like a frame, the pieces that come off when you die cut your rectangles. Okay, so that's 4. Next up, I went a little different. This background piece is from the kit from one of the card bases, as is this piece of brown wood grain. I put this on a Early Espresso card base, and this is from a retired set called Amazing Silhouettes, which if you watched my Earth Day, I don't know what I did with it. If you watched my Earth Day cards, you would have seen that as the last card in different colors though. I stamped this in garden green on a piece of white. I speckled it with Pool Party just by doing the flicking at the brush end of a dye-based marker. So you could use any dye-based marker. I stamped Life is Beautiful with You in it, and that was, I don't know where that was from. Oh, I'm sorry. That is from a non-Stampin' Up stamp set. It was from a Pink and Main, which I'll show you if I can find it. Here it is. It's this. So sorry, I did use a non-Stampin' Up product, but you can use any sentiment you want, you know, and it can be a Stampin' Up sentiment as long as it fits on here. I just didn't want to use the ones in the kit. And then this is from, and I think this is still available in their catalog or online. This is the Paper Butterfly Accents. They were in the Perennial Lavender Suite last time, but I'm pretty sure these carried over. So I just took my alcohol marker, Light Misty Moonlight, Light Basic Black, and Light Pool Party. So I did the black and the Light Misty Moonlight first, and then I went over some of the wings with Pool Party, and it kind of gave it that two-tone look. And then I don't have Wing Stella right now, but I had Spectrum More Sparkle Pen, which I really like. They're very juicy. And I don't know if you can see the sparkle or not on it. There we go. And this, I went around the edge of it with Early Espresso Stampin' Right marker. And this is up on dimensionals. On this side, I put 2. I actually brought in one of my little minis and put it on top the other one, which was the last 3 I think I had from the kit. And because this is already, it's not raised up, but it elevated this side more than, like, it was dipping down if I didn't do that. And then these gems are retired. They are uh, Rhinestone Waves Basic Jewels. They came out as a special, online special, when the Waves stamp set and dies came out. I don't know if they're still available. I think they might have just retired. Inside, this is also from Amazing Silhouettes, the butterfly. And I stamped off and used Misty Moonlight. This is a scrap of the blue from cutting this down. And I stamped off and stamped the trees in from the kit in garden green. This is garden green. Okay, so that is that one, and I just used a white envelope with it. This one is an envelope from the kit. I forgot to show you that. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, next up, number 6. One sec. This one was kind of I don't know what to do with this piece. So I just brought in a piece of early espresso. I had this like 1.25 inch strip of the dark brown wood grain card front. I think that's, I won't, I think that's the last piece of it. I just layered this on top. This label was from the kit. This little scrap of the wood grain was from the kit, and I just cut myself a little point. I stamped "Thanks for Making Me Smile," which I've already told you was from Notes of Nature, I believe. Yes. Notes of Nature stamp set. And then these are the little birds and dragonfly stuff that is still available on the website, but I don't believe it's in the catalog. Yeah, available online as of May 20th anyway. And it has two different birds, one swooping down, which is up under here, these going upward, and then there's dragonflies too, which I didn't use. And this was a scrap of this jute from doing this. I think I was going to do something different with it, and I had this laying around, so it wasn't exactly the right length. So I brought out a dot. Was that the same one? No. It was a different, I think it was a different crumb cake dot. Oh no, it's one of these. It's from that same pack I used earlier, Enamel Dot Essentials, that are retired. Okay, and then inside, I just stamped off the trees in crumb cake, and I actually put one of those little birds swooping down because they're pretty flat. They're not super dimensional, so it didn't add a lot of dimension in there. So that's card number 6. Let's bring this one down. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 7, I love. I got back into creative mode. This is on a Misty Moonlight card base, A2, but horizontal. And this is a piece of basic beige, but I ran it through the type-worn type, and then I used a little blending brush and went around it with Early Espresso. This was a scrap from the kit. This was a scrap from, I mean, it was actually the other half of one of these. Okay, so I had used half of this blue card front here, and the other half I cut in two, and that was this. And then I used the other one on the last card. But this was a scrap from the brown, and then I had these two leafy things left. So I used them, and I just tore. This one I tore the top and bottom. The blue one I tore all the way around, and this one I just tore the corners off a little bit. And I went around all the edges except for the outer card with Early Espresso, and this is, I stenciled again, and I used Early Espresso on Misty Moonlight. I probably could have added another one in the corner up there, but oh well. The Hello Friend is one of those punch circles in Misty Moonlight. That Hello Friend brings in a new stamp set. new that I hadn't used before called Hope, Hope something. Hope you know. Hang on, I'm trying to get it. And everything's falling. It's called Hope You Know, and it is online as of April 2024, and it is shown or mentioned in the annual catalog, the new one on page 85. So if you didn't see that, it might be one of those where it said find more things online. So on this one I used Hello Friend, and then I just did a little bit of early espresso with that small stamp from the paper pumpkin kit and kind of grunged it up a little bit. And then on the inside, I took another piece of basic beige. I stamped Thinking of You Today out of that same set. So, hello friend, thinking of you today. But I tore the edges and I inked around them also with Early Espresso. I really like that one. I kind of wished I had a basic beige envelope to go with it, but yeah, well. And then the last one of my alternatives this time is this one. I kept it very easy, very simple. This is out of the Country Lace. This is the other piece of this blue card mat. This is from the thanks is from the add-on. Here's that denim, excuse me, ribbon again. And it's retired in 2022. And then this is another butterfly out of those paper butterfly accents, which I'm glad I got to use. I just glued that down on here. This I cut out twice, the thanks, in just white cardstock. I didn't gloss it up or anything this time. I wrapped the ribbon around this way, and then this whole piece is bumped up on foam tape. Now, Stampin' Up! Does have foam sheets, and you can use those. I didn't have them handy, but I have this roll I'm trying to work through. I'm not positive where I got this. It might have been scrapbook.com, so forgive me for that. But Stampin' Up! Does sell sheets still. I saw them online when I was looking for something not too long ago. Inside, I just put another piece of white and I stamped. Oh, that's sticking to my card. Oh, that's not good. I'll get that off with a glue eraser. That's a first. That never happened to me before. I guess because it's humid. Anyway, I stamped out of that same Hope You Know stamp set. This one, just saying thank you doesn't seem like enough. Hope you know how much your kindness is appreciated. So, yeah, I really like that one too. And actually, you don't have to have an extra piece of cardstock in here, but I had to have because I stamped this crooked the first time, of course. So, yeah, sorry, I'm letting you know my boo-boos. So those are my second set of alternatives, my final set. And I hope you like them. Please let me know which is your favorite, or do you like them? Do you not like them? Let me know in the comments down below. I love reading your comments and I try to answer them. Sometimes I will give you a heart first because I'm real busy or something, and then I'll come back and comment later. So forgive me for that, but once in a while the timing is just not good, but I want to at least show you that I'm reading them right away as quickly as I can. Okay, so let me know. I had a lot of fun this month, so yeah, 18 cards. Here were the other 7. I'm not going to show you them. They're in my first video, which I will link in the, I'll link it down below, but I'll also have it in the end screen. And these are from the unboxing, Make as Intended, except that this one I changed up a little bit, if I remember correctly. The other ones were as intended. I think I changed this to Happy Father's Day again because I didn't want the other saying or something. So yeah, so we have 18 cards. 3, 7, that's 10 plus 8 here today. I hope you all are having a wonderful weekend. If you're here in the United States, happy Memorial Day or whatever. I already did my cemetery visit yesterday because Memorial Day here, it's unfortunate, but it's supposed to rain. And there's a couple parades that are supposed to happen, but I don't know if they're going to be able to. We'll have to play that by ear. I do like to go to a parade once in a while. And this one to honor our veterans, I feel like is a good one to go to. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Hugs, love, and peace.